thing. He created this thing in the minds of men and women all around the world that high value man is a thing when it comes to love and relationships, and it's simply not. That's what the Ricorian is. Ricorian stands for, the meaning of it is in the context of love and relationships.
Yeah.
When you look at high value man outside of love and relationships, yes, what Kevin said was right. High value man is a guy with a lot of money, a lot of network, can help people around him, community. That's not what it is in a relationship. Young lady working down at McDonald's, she's 26 years old, and she makes about $12 an hour. She doesn't need an NBA player. She doesn't need Drake.
That is true.
She doesn't need, right. She doesn't necessarily need the top lawyer. She might need the guy who's been at McDonald's for 8 to 10 years, and he makes about 20 something an hour, and they hit it off, and they can build a life together and build something. And maybe one day they own their restaurant together. That's high value. If she's a 4, she needs a 5. If she's a 2, she needs a 3.
Okay.
Not she's a 5 and needs a 10, 11, 1300 because all she's going to do is a mess. But she's either going to get used by that man, or because that's what our women are doing now. They're all chasing top guys and are just getting run through. It's so disgusting. It's disgusting. But they're either going to get used by him, or if that man does decide to settle, because I've done that before myself. If he does decide to settle for a woman who's that low to him, what's he going to end up doing? He's going to end up so-called cheating, right? And so it's a disaster either way. It just doesn't work. And speaking of cheating, I want to say something, not really groundbreaking to some people, but when women do things, when women commit crimes, or Ricorian crimes, right? Because I wanted to explain this on the podcast also. How do I say it? Women don't commit crimes physically, okay? The main thing men want is the physicality of a woman. That's not the main thing women want. Like we all know and talk about, women mainly want the resources, the money. So they give up their physicality for it. They sell it for it, a lot of them, right? All relationships are transactional, no matter what anybody ever tells you. Every single relationship between men and women on this earth is transactional. A woman's not going to sleep with a guy that she doesn't feel the transaction with in any way. And so when women cheat, and I know this is hard for a lot of people to wrap their head around it, it's not physically. We put so much emphasis on treating women like men in this equality state that we don't understand it. When she cheats, it's financial. Every time, if you're a man and a woman in a relationship, you're a man that has a woman that works. Every time she walks out the door and goes to work, she's cheating on you. That's how this really works. And these are the hardcore red pill truths that nobody wants to face. When a man cheats, it's physical. He wants women. That's the overall what he wants. There was a stat that they put out recently, 85% of what a man sees in women is the beauty. That's what we want. That's not what women want. Women want the resources. They want the bag. They want the provision. So to act like her cheating physically is the same as him, totally different thing. That's why when a woman say they got together, he made $50,000 a year, she made nothing. He was taking care of her, they were living. Then she goes out, gets a career. She's really hot. So she gets a career and a boss at the job. The guy hires her just on how hot she is. He keeps wanting to be with her, sleep with her. He makes it to where she earns $70,000 a year. Her boyfriend, her husband, still earns $50,000. Guess what? She doesn't have to have intercourse with someone to now view her boyfriend or husband as lesser. And maybe she starts to think she can do better. And then she starts to look, because women are prone to leadership and masculinity and power, she starts to look at her boss differently, right? Maybe now she has a physical affair because the cheating for her starts financial. When women cheat, it's financial. I need every man on planet Earth to know that. It's not about her going and sleeping with somebody else. It's about the money she receives or the money that you lose or you cannot give to her. That's what it always boils down to when it comes to that cheating. Just like female crime, abuse in relationships, right? We always hear about how men abuse because people are constantly focused on the men are physical, right? Men were put here to control the physical world of planet Earth. That's why we're big, strong, we lift rocks, we build stuff. That's men. They're physical. They're here to dominate the physical world. Women are here to dominate the emotional world. And that's why women have so much power. When wars get fought, it's usually something to do with women. When men go build those big buildings, there's a woman behind it. You know, behind every great man is a great woman. She controls the emotional world. Will Smith didn't smack Chris Rock that night, right?
Yeah.
Jada did.